Morning guys, hope everyone's having a fantastic day out there. Welcome to, God I look a state this morning. Welcome to another episode of The Bearded Berserker with me, Matt. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know it's Monday. God, I hate Mondays with a passion. Got a day off though, which is a bonus. Gonna wait to see if anyone comes online because I'm doing a live review and I'm enjoying doing live reviews because rather than people asking questions afterwards and stuff like that, any questions that do come along, which is why I'm reading the specs, so I can actually read them as they come up online. So before we start, massive, huge thank you to each and every one of you that subscribe to my channel, watching my videos, liking my videos, responding and chatting about stuff that I'm doing and stuff like that. Because what I'm doing here is showing you guys that there is an alternative, and always an alternative, to massive, huge brands. In the UK and all other countries, I assume, around the world, there are smaller brands, smaller companies, smaller businesses and individuals that are making some amazing products. Now, I'm finding with the reviews that I'm doing, since I've been doing this now coming up to nearly a whole year, that because they're smaller brands, they literally don't have the massive capital and money to shell out into promoting, advertising and marketing their products like these huge brands do. So they're almost having to try a lot harder and put a lot more time, effort, energy and passion and love into their products in order to get them out onto the market where everybody's seeing them and to make their businesses grow. So I'm kind of here trying to help them, support them and show you guys that more often than not, I'm finding that the products that I am reviewing, stuff that I'm going out and sourcing myself, stuff that's being sent through and stuff, it is a lot better than the massive brands. I'm not saying the massive, huge brands and everything, but definitely they're so much better because when they get to that huge sort of big brand kind of status, their sort of name and everything almost actually sells the product. It doesn't really matter what they do with it. And it's not great, you know, because they're kind of, the performance slips on them, the quality of the goods slips on them because people are buying it just because of the name and sort of almost like following, yeah, that's what I'm going to buy, and don't really know about anything that's in the products and stuff. So I'm purely here supporting smaller brands, smaller businesses, smaller companies, small individuals even, and families that are making some amazing products, being whether it's skin products, hair products, beard products, you name it, there's some amazing stuff out there. So I do have another review for you this morning, and I hope you're all good out there on this blustery, cold Monday morning. Another glove of coffee. See, possibly there's one viewer out there already, but hey, beer doesn't look too bad this morning, considering I haven't really done much with it. Okay, so this is a review for someone that I've done quite a lot of reviews for in the past, called Barbers Bay. And a chap called Steve. Hello, Jimmy. How's you? You right? And basically with Barbers Bay, he is kind of only way that I can class him, he's like the Willy Wonka of the beard world. This chap literally makes whatever scent you could possibly ever think of and dream of. He's always coming up with new stuff. He's always tinkering about and stuff and always chatting backwards and forwards. Oh, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think of that? And he's constantly sort of striving for those sort of perfect products, whether it's his perfumes that he makes, his colognes, beard products, hair products and stuff like that. And he sent me a few more bits to have a look at and see what I think of. Now, with all these reviews that I do, basically I'm not affiliated to any of the brands whatsoever, never will be, never have been. And I'm here to give you guys my honest opinion about them. And that's it. That's all there is to it. This channel that I've set up is not about me, it's about the products and showing you guys what there is out there on the market, because let's face it, there's nothing worse than shelling out money on a product that you think you're going to like. You get it at home, you open it, use it, wear it, whatever, and it turns out horrible and it just sits there on the shelf gathering dust. And as we know, there's this massive beard and sort of men's grooming boom at the moment, and there's a lot of stuff on the market and a lot of it isn't particularly good. So I'm here trying to show you guys the good stuff, the bad stuff and the ugly stuff. So here we go. This is what is sent through. It is a tin, a Barbers Bay logo on the front. All of these products at Barbers Bay are CPSR checked, which basically means they have to go for a cosmetic sort of safety report to make sure that they're not going to turn your skin funny or your beard fall off or have any adverse effects. Now, as with any product, whether you eat it or whatever, no matter how natural it is, you can always get an allergic reaction or a reaction to it, okay? So with everything you use, skin products, hair products, even food you eat, try a small amount first, because peanut allergies is it's all natural in peanuts, but people still have allergies about them and stuff like that. So always be careful, read the ingredients before you buy something, and always test it out first. So in here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like the label on the back is upside down because I put the front one upside down. 5 basically whipped oils. Now he started doing whipped oils. Now it's similar to a beard butter. It's still got some beeswax in it, but it's almost like a cross between an oil, a butter and a balm. With the ingredients, they are all organic that he's using. He's using raw cold pressed coconut oil, vitamin E, beeswax and the oils and stuff for the scent on it. Now it comes, like I say, in this little nifty tin, which is quite nice. On the back you have whipped beard oil multi-pack, contains 5 30ml tins and includes smokehouse honey, tropical woods, coconut, lime wood, rose and oud wood and spiced bay rum. So smokehouse honey, tropical woods, coconut, lime wood, rose and oud wood, and agar wood if you want to call it that, spiced bay rum, and he sent another one on top. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the packaging, what I think of it, the ingredients. Pretty much the ingredients are the same on all of them, the cost of them, whether I think it's worth it. As with all the reviews, I will be putting links down below, so please go check out Barbers Bay afterwards. Do some amazing products. So opening up the tin, you've got your lid. There you go, I'll hold that to premium beard care selection pack, contains 140. There you go. And inside there's a bit of paper which I shall just read to you. Thank you for choosing Barbers Bay. We hope that you enjoy using our products. As you may already know, we only use natural ingredients in our formulations. This is so you can enjoy a premium quality beard care without any harsh chemical additives. Your new whipped beard oil is made with a certified organic oils and a blend of essential oils to give you a unique and interesting fragrances. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. And he's put on the bottom of this pretty much what I just said. Reminder, any natural products can cause an allergic reaction, although rare. So please always do a patch test before using. And there you go. So inside this is what there was. And straight off the bat, I love the packaging on it. I can't say you can necessarily always judge a book by a cover, but a product has to look good, in my opinion, before you show interest in it. If somebody just show you a bowl of oil, you'd be like, it's oil. But packaging is kind of half of the battle, if you know what I mean. If you get your packaging right, you've got 50% of it right. Then when you get the rest of it, all the oil, balm or whatever right, then you've got a really good product. And that's one thing I do like with this set. I'll show you all of them up close in just a second anyway. Comes in sort of like a papery straw bed, if it were. But you get 5 of them in there. So I'm going to take these out from the tin, so you can go through them. I have used these. This is not just an unboxing, because I don't like just unboxings. I do like to try stuff before I use it. Straw all over the floor. Never mind. And put the lid on, and there you go. That's on the back there. So starting off, we've got Bat Bite. Now, like I say, I don't know whether the camera's picking that up. I love retro, kind of cool looking packaging. I've noticed with a lot of beard products, they tend to use the same sort of picture of beard and everything else like that on their sunglasses and everything, that kind of like cut out beardy look. And it's nice to see something different. There's nothing. I'd sit there and I look at the beard oils that I've got lined up in the shelf in the review room, and I often do think, yeah, the packaging's great and everything like that, but come on, someone start thinking outside the box and start giving us some different packaging, which Steve at Barbers Bay has done. So this is Bat Bite Blood, which is basically tropical woods. Now with the whipped oil, it looks very similar to a balm. It's very soft. Scoop a little bit out. And like I say, all of the whipped oils that he uses in here is organic, cold pressed organic coconut oil, vitamin E and beeswax, and also your essential oils on top of it. Putting a little bit on my hand, and within literally a couple of swirls around with my finger, it's gone and emulsified. And the scents on these are stunning. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the scents, and then I've noticed with all the scents, the level that they're on, you've got very subtle down here, you've got a medium scent, and you've got a punchy knockout scent. I do tend to like the punchy knockout scents. All these scents I have noticed on all of these run along that kind of quite normal sort of scent level. They're not very, very subtle, not knock your head off, they're kind of right down the middle. That's nice. The Bat Bite Blood, this one here is tropical woods, and it has got a woody sort of almost tropical sort of smell to it. Almost kind of like a cologne barbery sort of scent. When you go into a barber's, that sort of smell, it's got that to it. It's very nice fresh smell, scent to it. The tropical woods, that is the Bat Bite, which I shall pop to one side so I know where I've been. The next one we're looking at is Wool of Bat, which I shall find. There you go, Wool of Bat. This is one that wasn't included in the pack that he has sent through separately for me to have a look at. It's still a whipped oil as well though. And this is Heartwood Intense, just showing you the packaging. Wool of Bat Magic. I love the packaging that he's done on these. And also what he has done, which I don't know whether you guys are aware of, he's changed the writing and everything on it, so it's a lot more legible with it, as if you've got a decent camera. But yeah, it's got all the ingredients on it and everything else like that to apply, work a small amount between the finger and thumb and finger, then rub into beard. So yeah, a lot more legible. Now, Wool of Bat Heartwood Intense. Yeah, that's nice. Deep, woody, almost mahogany scent to that one. Not saying mahogany is in furniture polish or something like that, but it's really nice deep wood. I like that scent. Very, 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 very nice. And they are so well made, the stuff in Barbers Bay. I'm not just saying that because I'm doing a review. If they came through and they weren't as described, then I would turn around and say, well, it says nothing like it at all. Another one we've got is called Skull Powder. There you go, it comes in that sort of tin, Skull Powder, which is coconut lime wood. Now, as soon as I heard this one, that interested me. I like coconut, I do like lime, and I was hoping, I know what it's like because obviously I've tried them and used them, that it's going to be a nice summery fresh fragrance. Run my finger around the top to kind of like melt it slightly. Coconut and lime. Nice medium sort of scent, the same like I was saying with all the other scent profiles. None are stronger than the other, none are more potent, they're all on that same medium level. That is such a nice summery scent, that one is the Skull Powder. Possibly so far my favourite out of all of them. Skull Powder, which is nice. Moving on, we've got Captain Nemo Sea Serpent. And there you go. And this is apparently Spice Bay Rum. I'm just going to rub my hands. Make sure I don't smell of it. So again, same consistency on all of them. Mush my finger around in there just to kind of like warm up that top layer. Damn, that's good. Spice Bay Rum. No, that one has just knocked the Skull Powder out. Sea Serpent is absolutely... Spice Bay Rum, I love that one. Whipped oil, spiced ray bun. Spiced Bay rum, Spice Bun Ray. Yeah, that is a brilliant one. So far, these two are my top favourite out of all of them. I'm not saying that the rest are bad, but we've all got our own preferences on the scents that we like. Next one, which made me giggle, that was the label on that one, Captain Nemo's Sea Serpent. Next one, Dr. Stein Spider Bite Venom. The packaging on this is the right way around, is absolute. I love different. I love the fact that he's trying different stuff and not just staying with the same old, same old. Dr. Stein's Spider Bite Venom is apparently smokehouse honey. Now, if it's anything like the Nordic blend honey that he was using in that is going to be stunning, because we've done a bit of a collaboration between the two of us, Nordic blend oil and balm, sort of both complementary sets. So the oil's got a Viking, campfirey, leathery wood, green moss sort of scent to it, and the balm that he's done that complements it is a honey mead. Go check out Barbers Bay if you're interested in that. Hell yeah, I swear that's the same honey scent that he was using in the Nordic blend, the one we collabed. I love that. If you want a nice, deep, rich honey scent, this is possibly one of the best ones on the market so far. Like I say, I swear this is the same one that he used in the beard balm that we kind of collabed between the two of us on. That is awesome. It's almost like a royal jelly sort of scent to it. It's beautiful. Sweet, rich, deep, aromatic. That is stunning. So far that one has now taken over as my favourite. The Dr. Stein's Venom, the Smokehouse Honey. Pardon the expression, fucking stunning. Then it's got to be the Spice Bay Rum, the Sea Serpent, Captain Nemo's Sea Serpent, and then it's got to be the Skull Powder, which is the Coconut Limewood, and last but not least, Slug Slime, Beard and Stash Balm, Oud Wood and Rose. Oud is basically another way of saying agar wood or agar wood. And rose, I'm just going to wipe my hands because I've got whipped oil over them. Make sure all that scent is gone. And open the lid up. Dun dun dun. Oh God. The rose, which has surprised me, is actually stronger than the oud or the agar wood. Because agar wood's one of those things like patchouli, cinnamon, star anise that you've got to be careful of. Too much oud, agar wood, and it's a real heavy pungent smell. But predominantly this is rose, with the back hint and sort of depth of the oud. Oh, there are four there that I really, really like. Don't get me wrong, the Bat Bite and the Wooler Bat, the Heartwood Intense and the Bat Bite Blood, which is tropical woods, are great. There is nothing wrong with those at all. Absolutely stunning. But these four together, the Sea Serpent, which is the Spiced Bay Rum, the Slug Slime, which is the Oud Wood and Rose. I do like Rose because I love Turkish Delight as one of my all-time favourite chocolates, and it smells very similar to that. The Dr. Stein Smokehouse Honey, and the Skull Powder, which is the Coconut Limewood. Those four are fantastic. Now, what I'm just going to do, which I hadn't thought of until this moment, because I'm stupid like that, is if I take the Spider Bite Venom, which is the honey, and making sure I put the lids in the right way, so I put them the right way around. Damn, those two together are awesome. If you put the honey together with the rose, the Smokehouse Honey and the Oud Wood and Rose, that is some amazing stuff. It's a very sweet, heavy scent, but that is brilliant. I love that combination between the two, which I'm going to be using. Right, put the right lids on, Slug Slime with the Rose, and obviously, and I Cannot fault any of those at all. They smell exactly like they're supposed to on the description, which is great. And so you can buy them in either the box set, 30 mils or 50 mils. So 30 mil, which is a tin like this, you're looking at £9 a tin. For a 50 mil, which is the next size up, you're looking at 14 quid for the tin of 50 mil whipped oil. And if you go for the tin, for 5 of them, 36 quid. Now, it comes down to it, would I pay 9 quid on a tin, 14 quid on a 50 mil tin, or 36 quid on a box of this? In a heartbeat, yes, I would. I would quite happily pay that. I think they're great products. I think the packaging is spot on. Like I say, I love the time and effort he's put into creating the labels on them, from the skull powder, the slug slime, the bat bite blood, the sea serpent. It's kind of got that sort of retro feel to it. The Wooler bat. It's just an incredible product. And like I say, Steve over at Barber Bay, he's always tinkering. He's always kind of like, I'm coming up with this idea. I was thinking about doing this. I'm thinking about doing that, which is so nice. I love getting involved and I love speaking to him because he just kind of thinks outside the box, and the stuff that must run through his head of like, what should I try this morning? I can see him sort of running around with loads of Oompa Loompas around him and stuff like that, and kind of Charlie in a chocolate factory sort of thing, but obviously he doesn't. So then it comes to scoring them out of 20, because obviously with beard products, skin products, hair products, I do score them out of 20. Now, the only negative I have about these is they need to be coming in bigger tins, like this sort of size. I think, personally for me, I think the labelling would be great on a bigger tin. I'm not endorsing these or anything like that, I'm just showing. I think if you could blow up the label from that to sort of that size, you're going to see a lot more of the detail on it. I would be quite happy to go out and buy a bigger tin, purely just because of the labelling that you use. I do like the whole retro thing, and I love the way that you're doing your labelling on this. It's absolutely fantastic. I would love to go out and buy a bigger tin of the slug slime, a bigger tin of the Dr. Steins, the sea serpent, and the skull powder. But I'm reviewing on what I've got in front of me here. So I am giving these a straight up, I can't go any higher, but 20 out of 20. A, because they're extremely well packaged. B, because they're extremely well blended. C, because you care about the products that you're putting out there, and all of the products that I have reviewed from you so far have been consistently good. There's not been one product that's let another product down. So all of your products, your perfumes, colognes, beard products, absolutely stunning. I love your labelling. I love the fact that, like I say, they're all CPSR checked. I like these, the way that these are all natural, all organic, so straight up 20 out of 20. I cannot complain about them in the slightest. They're absolutely brilliant. Please, Steve at Barbers Bay, carry on doing what you're doing, because you are fantastic, and you are, apart from 3 others, you're kind of one of my top 4 UK beard and product sort of like creators, manufacturers, makers, whatever you want to say, in the UK at the moment. I have 3 others that I really like, but you're in there with those. Your stuff is absolutely stunning. It's phenomenal. My only thing possibly for me is, I know you can do this because you can do just about anything. For me, I would like the scents right up the top there, because your scents that you do on your products are so well made and so well created. I would like to smell more of that, but I understand you're making these for the masses and just not for individuals and stuff like that. So I've scored them 20 out of 20 because there is nothing wrong with it. For me, I like those really punchy scents, and with the scents that you've created, like I was saying, with the skull powder, the sea serpent, the Dr. Stein and the slug slime, if those, thanks Matt, I'm very honoured, Matt. No, it's all right. Like I said, if they'd have turned up and they'd have been horrible, I would have turned around and said they're horrible, because I'm not here to blow smoke rings up any brand, company, business, individuals' backsides whatsoever. This is not why this is set up. But like I said, I like knock your head off sense, but I understand that you have to keep it to a regular sort of normal in the middle level for everyone else, because not everyone's the same. But absolutely stunning job. I cannot fault what you've created. Please carry on creating, because like I say, you're just fantastic at what you're doing. And thank you. And as per usual, I will be throwing links down below in the description box for Barbers Bay. So please go check him out. Not only does he do beard products, he does perfumes. He also does cologne stroke aftershaves. He does hair products as well. So go check him out. He is amazing. And some fantastic problems there. And these will be really good, kind of like that whole autumny Halloween stuff. Just looks absolutely brilliant. Love the retroness of it. Fantastic work, Steve. Not trying to be derogatory or anything like that, but absolutely stunning work and well done. And keep on tinkering and keep on doing what you're doing. And I think more beard companies out there should take note and kind of always, I'll look into an extra strong variation, let you know. No, that's all right. Don't need to worry about looking into a stronger variations or anything like that. It's purely what I like and stuff like that, as you well know, like we did with the Nordic blend. I like punchy scents, but no, I know not everyone's the same, so you can't go around sort of catering to individuals, but absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for sending those through. And the trouble is as well, when you get a really good product through, I've got quite a few in the review room at the moment that I don't want to use because they are so good, and there's nothing worse than getting to that last little bit and going, I nearly run out. So I'm trying to use other stuff and kind of keep the nice stuff for nice. So I'm actually going to keep these, not use them. They're going to stay in the tin, because I have found out that all 6 actually do fit in the tin. As I will put them in now, because it's the end of the review. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If there's any questions from anyone out there, please feel free to ask, because it is what I'm here for. If I don't know, I can always find out. If there's anything out there you would like me to review, think I'd be interested in, then please get in touch with me. Can't get it in. So yeah, all 6 do go in the tin. Even though you only get 5 in the tin, but I put all 6 in there for safekeeping. But yeah, I am over there on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt, so please give us a follow over there. Any comments, likes, suggestions, please feel free to message me down below in the comment section or over on Instagram. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you've enjoyed the review. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on looking after each other. And I like forward. Have you put them in beard yet? If so, how do they feel? Yes, sorry, I didn't go into that, Jamie. Thank you for getting back to me. I have tried and used each and every single one of these. It's very nice to use. For me, it did take a couple of uses to get used to the amount, but for my beard, my length and thickness, I'm literally using exactly the same amount of whipped oil as I would do as beard balm. Now, I'm finding the cool thing as well that I've noticed with whipped oil, or this one particularly, is that I don't need to use an oil and a balm. Because the whipped oil has actually got the beeswax in it, and it's got the cold pressed organic coconut oil and vitamin E in it, I'm not needing to use an oil. It's still making my beard nice and soft and everything. It's not brittle or anything. The scent on these is lasting for a good couple of hours, which is great. Pretty much average for what I would expect a sort of medium scent to last for. So yeah, it's really good in the beard, nice and hydrating. The skin feels nice and conditioned underneath. No dry patches, no itchiness or red spots or anything like that. So yeah, it's the top product. Sorry, thank you for asking that. I do appreciate it. But any more questions, we'll give it 5 minutes. Been going for half an hour. Before I end this, any questions for me? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll ask you guys a question. Whoever's watching, what are your favourite products and from which brand and why? Nice. Thank you, Jamie. So if you guys out there viewing it had one choice of an oil or balm or brand to use, and you could only use one, what would you use? I'll leave my glasses on so I can see any responses that are made. I like Barbers Bay every time. That's funny, that, isn't it? Yeah. It's a tough question. It depends on what sort of mood I'm in, to be honest. Sometimes I like really thick, dense, woody sort of scents. Other times, sweeter scent. I think if I could use any one product so far, no, I'm not saying. I can't say because I have to remain impartial, and that's not fair if I don't. Any other questions from anyone? Anything you want to know, Jamie? Please feel free to ask. Be happy to answer. Do you think I should carry on doing the live reviews or revert back to doing the recorded ones? Jamie, I dig Untainted Beard's Night Templar. My lady would rather I use Burt's Whiskey, the Capone. It sounds interesting. I'll give them a look. I like seeing what other people use as well. It's because there are so many brands out there on the market that it's really difficult to sort of find good ones out there. I mean, literally, Barbers Bay, Lakeland looked nice. I'm sure I've reviewed Lakeland. I'm sure I have. Theirs was like the Morning Dew, the Sunrise one. I think I had the Forest, the Citrus, and another one. I'm sure I've reviewed Lakeland. I have done, yeah. Definitely reviewed Lakeland, I know I have. But yeah, they're good. There are some really good brands, and it tends to be the smaller brands that are better. I've got a colleague at work who started growing a beard and was asking me about stuff, and he'd seen some on eBay. I think it was something like 50p for beard oil. I said, well, what are the ingredients in it? He ain't got a clue. They didn't even say on eBay, and it looked like one of these sort of Chinese sort of bought in sort of things, and it's like it's quite weird as a bloke to have to sort of start looking at ingredients and stuff and what we're using on our face, and it's kind of a sign of the times where companies can put stuff into products and openly sell them on the market without having to worry about CPSR tests and stuff like that. There's a lot of dodgy stuff out there on the market because growing beards and men's grooming is a multi-million, billion-pound industry out there. But no, so 1 minute left before I finish. What review have I got tomorrow? Have I got another review tomorrow? Yeah, I've been sent through some oil actually that they want me to review, but I can't review it because apparently their base Kingdom Beard is a nice small batch. Yeah, I've been looking at Kingdom Beard. I think that's the one. Is that a US brand? I think that's a US brand. But I think I've been following them since I started doing it but they can't send to the UK if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Because it's too expensive to send stuff over, which is a shame, but it's one of those brands. Yeah, it is the one I've been looking at. If it's the one with like the crossed swords, then I'm sure it's the one that I've been looking at, and it's one of those ones that I've been trying to look at. I think every night in the UK they usually put 3 or 4 posts around. One recently has been of a pink hat, beanie hat. Yeah, it's one of those brands that I've always wanted to try but just can't get a hold of in the UK because obviously with shipping costs. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I know the one you're on about. They brought out some good sounding scents, but like I say, I just can't get them in the UK, which is a shame. The only ones US that I've reviewed so far was Goat's Gruff Beards, which are pretty good. There's also Damn Yankee Beard that I reviewed, and also Mad Viking Beard Company's Black Label Society gift set box thingy. And I think that's about it. All I've reviewed from the US at the moment, which is kind of quite sad. I've got a couple more bits turning up at some point, but that should be quite interesting. But yeah, I love trying it and testing it all and seeing what they're like, because some are really bad. And like I said, I've got this beard oil that I've got to review tomorrow, but I can't review it. I can't use it because apparently the base ingredients that they put in it is top secret. So how can I use something on my face that's apparently top secret? Because don't forget, got the new secret product end of month, need a subjective view on that. Yeah, you'll get everything that I do is literally, I open it up, I use it, I try it, I test it, I see what it's like, see if it's up my alley, and hope all I do is honest reviews. If Barbers Bay had sent through this tin, the tin had been lovely, inside it hadn't been great. If they sent stuff through and it hadn't been great, then I would have marked it down. If it was supposed to smell, the slug simon would have supposed to smell like oud wood and rose, and it didn't smell of that, then it would get marked down. So I don't care, and this is not being derogatory towards Barbers Bay or anyone out there, but I don't care who you are. If there's a reason why I don't like a problem, then I will say why I don't like it. If they're using chemicals in it, if the packaging's shit, if you can't read the packaging, if the products that they're using in it is bad, if the oils are bad, if anything's bad, if it's too expensive, if it's too cheap, whatever, if it's using plastic packaging, if it's harmful, if it's not recyclable and stuff, it will get marked down, because this is an honest channel. And like I said earlier about Barbers Bay, it's not about spraying smoke rings up companies' backsides. Yet Matt will have an early preview. Ooh, worrying stuff. I hate that. I enjoy it. It's nothing worse than being sent something through and someone's been working on something for ages and it's like, oh, I hope I like it. But then it's not subjective if I turn around and go, yeah, it's fantastic, when really it isn't particularly great. Because there's been a couple of times where companies have tried to catch me out on stuff and say it's sort of like something, and it's like, and there's a smell of something else in there as well, and they go, oh, you noticed that, did you? And it's like, yeah. Banging me on the table. But so yeah, we're going to end this in just a second. Hopefully one day in the future I will get to review Kingdom Beard products. They need to start sending their products over to the UK, so I can buy them and review them at least to see what they're like. But thank you guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you for the Barbers Bay for supplying that, for reviewing, absolutely stunning. I think the honesty is, you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. I mean, the stuff out there that I've loved the packaging on, I've actually, believe it or not, this is true, I've had 4 brands now that I've had to pull videos on, because I'm not here to slate anybody. I'm not here to turn around and say your products are shit. I'm here to give constructive criticism. And I've had 4 brands now that have pulled videos because literally told me they don't want the video and basically bin the product and everything, because I score them really low marks. And it's kind of a shame, because it does seem that all the videos that I'm doing are kind of like everyone's getting top marks and stuff like that. And I am literally trying to source some of the worst products I possibly can at the moment, and have been this morning, from eBay, in order to review a bad product to show you reasons why you don't want to go out and buy this product. But because it's the brand that sent me the stuff through, or the maker or whatever, and I've scored it down, one of the beard products, believe it or not, had vegetable oil in it, and it's like, what? And I was sitting there and doing a review, I'm saying, so in this we have essential oils and vegetable oil. And it was like, what the hell are you putting vegetable oil in there for? So I marked it down, because obviously you got your jojoba oil, your argan oil and stuff like that, groundnut oil, macadamia nut oil. But no, it's almost like he's been to the pantry in the kitchen. Yeah, I recently got something that reviewers pushing as great. I got it and tossed it later on. Reviewers started working for that company. Yeah, there's a lot of it about, and it's the same with vaping as well, that vaping sort of hit that peak and everyone and their dog was making vape juices with some really dodgy products and stuff. Which is why whenever you do buy any product, beard, hair, face product, shampoo, anything like that, always make sure it's got the CPSR tested on it, that it's weird if a company won't give you the ingredients to a product. It's not like they've got anything to hide. And to be honest, a lot of the brands out there are using exactly the same base ingredients in all of their oils. A lot of it just depends on the scent and stuff like that. But why are you hiding stuff? Like I say, this oil that I've got to review, I've messaged them and sort of said I can't review it because you aren't telling me what oil's in. So how can I put it in the bid if you're not telling me what's inside it? And who knows? But no, I'm here to give honest reviews. It's what I'm doing. And like I say, Barbers Bay, keep up the amazing work. It's fantastic stuff and brilliant. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. I'm off today, back to work tomorrow. Hey, 2 days on, then another 2 days off. Can't wait. More reviews planned and stuff like that. So thank you guys. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on loving each other. Keep on growing those beards. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Bearded Berserker. Have a great day.